What can you automate in your life to help you manage your time? If you're short on time and have a long to-do list, there are things that you can do to make your week run more smoothly. So stick around and we'll talk about 3 easy ones today. I'm Shelly Matawami, and you're watching the Strategic Life Show, where we talk about routines that help Christian moms overcome overwhelm and make time to pursue their goals. So every week, every month, there are things that we do over and over, and those things take up our bandwidth. These are things like paying our bills, managing our finances, and meal planning. So today we're going to dive into some ways that we can automate these 3 aspects of our lives. Number 1, remembering to pay our bills can be a mental drain. There are different due dates. They're spread throughout the month. And companies love to add fees if we're ever late with a payment. So about a year ago, I decided to automate as many payments as I could. Now, this does require some time up front. It requires that you set up online bill pay either through your bank or that you do it individually with each service provider you need to pay. So there is setup involved. But once it's set up, you don't have to worry about it every month. It happens automatically in the background, freeing up space in your mind. So maybe you're wondering, what did I automate? So here are the things I automated. Number 1, I automated all of our credit card payments. So each month, the full payment or the full balance of the credit card is deducted automatically from the linked account. So I don't have to worry about credit card payments and their different due dates, which are spread throughout the month. Number 2, our internet service. I don't have to think about, have I paid the internet bill each month? It's automatically paid via credit card, which is then automatically paid too. Number 3, our mortgage. So every month, the mortgage is due on the first of the month. It automatically sends from the bank account into the mortgage account. Easy, I don't have to think about it. I do check in on it every year to make sure that the adjustment is made as our escrow account will change every year. So I do check in on it every year when that renews. And then 4, our life insurance and auto insurance policies get paid automatically every month. I don't have to think about those. They're taken care of. So that's payments. Those are things that you can automatically pay each month so that you don't have to stop and think about it. Now, the second category of things I've automated is savings. So years ago, I set up online savings accounts for different categories. So I have an account for our Christmas savings account, which if you don't have that, go ahead and set one up now. You'll thank me in December or November. So I have our Christmas savings account, a vacation savings account, a home project savings account, and education for fees that are associated with education, and then our emergency fund. So what happens is each month, I don't have to transfer money into those accounts. It happens automatically. So on a certain date, money goes from our main account and it sends money into each of those different accounts that are collecting the savings. I don't have to think about it. It's automatic. Now we also have automatic transfers into our retirement account, our retirement investment account. And so that's set up to automatically go, and then it automatically makes the buy in that account. And then I also have another small online investment account that transfers money from our checking account each month, and then it rounds up spending on the different linked cards, and then it invests that when it gets to a certain threshold. So those are ways that I have automated savings and investing. And not having to keep up with all of those different accounts makes it feasible. Otherwise, it would be a really stressful thing. Now, the final area that we'll talk about today is automating our meal planning. I don't love meal planning, I do it, but I don't love it. And I don't love it just because there are times right now where meal planning is just more of a functional thing. I don't get to be creative. I don't get to try new things just because it's not the season of life I'm in. So if you're in a season where you want simple over gourmet, then this is probably a great area to automate. If gourmet is a deal breaker for you, then meal planning may not be a great option to automate. So basically, this is how it works. If you want to automate your meal planning, first, sit down and make a list of 15 to 20 meals that your family likes, and then plan those meals out through the month. You can still plan for things like pizza or takeout, but the benefit is that these nights are planned now rather than just random because you didn't have another plan. So they're not just like last minute backup. Those nights are actually part of your plan, and hopefully they're making it into your eating out budget that way as well. So here's where the magic happens. Once you get that 1 month planned, you can repeat it the following month. You don't have to recreate it each month. So getting one good list of a month's worth of meals can serve you month after month after month. Now you may think, well, there are things that I like to eat in the summer that I don't really eat in the winter. Like I don't go cook out in the grills that much in the winter. So maybe you want to have maybe 2 versions of your list where you incorporate things that you think of as warm weather foods, and then things like maybe soup or chili or things that you think of as cold weather food. So you could have 2 variations. That way it's not only the same things over and over, but if these are your favorite meals, eating them once or twice a month isn't that big of a deal, and it doesn't feel limiting. So the other benefit of automating your meal planning is you don't have to come up with new ideas all the time. You don't have to be constantly scouring websites and looking for recipe inspiration. And you don't have to deal with random ingredients that you don't have any other way to use. If there's a new recipe and you try it and you maybe don't like it, what are you gonna do with the leftover ingredients or that spice that maybe wasn't a big hit for your family? What are you gonna do with the leftover spice? You just end up throwing it away, which is waste. So if you're looking for ways to simplify your week and give yourself more time and bandwidth to focus on what's really important to you, automation is a great option. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and then go check out my video about the problems with our obsession with productivity.